up, Patrice gang? What is up, y'all? What is up? What is happening, man? So today, y'all, today I will be reacting to Carmen Pritchett official documentary episode 1. So this video was requested but not highly requested, and those that want it, I am here to deliver it. So if you don't know, I love documentaries. I really enjoy watching these. I feel like it's another way to get to know a person, know a person's backstory, their background, where they started from, things that they accomplished, where they are now, etc., etc. So I am very excited to see what she's going to be talking about in her documentary. I'm not going to hold y'all any longer. I'm about to go ahead and get started, so hit that like button. Hit that bell so you can be notified every time I do post and upload lit bangers for you all. Tell a friend about me, about both of my channels. I got my coffee right here, y'all, because a girl is tired, and I need something to keep me up, all right? Give me a little boost.
Hello, my name is Carmen Pritchett. I'm 22 years old, and a lot of y'all may know me from Carmen and Corey. Carmen.
And we coming to y'all with our new intro video on our page.
Yo, it's crazy watching this, man. Like, seeing this video and seeing the videos that they post now, man, it's like they definitely have come from the bottom up, bruh. Like, if you have been watching Carmen and Corey since day one, you already know, man. Like, they came from nothing to something. And they look real young, too. They look real young. But, anyway.
Fans know about us, what all we'll be doing on our channel.
But I'm going to start off with everything really started to the point of why I'm here now. I'm 22 years old. I was born and raised in Puerto Rico. Well, I was there majority of my childhood. I came to Alabama when I was 10 years old. Okay, so we're in Alabama, Montgomery, Alabama right now. And this is basically where I grew up since I was 10 years old. I went to elementary school, middle school, high school, and I had my jobs and everything before YouTube. 5 years old, my mama left me for 5 years. And when I say left me, it's not that she was being a bad mom, she just left me. She left me to go, find like a better life for us, a better life for me, knowing that I'm the only daughter. So, during the 5 years of her missing in my life, I really wasn't aware of the things that a mother could possibly do for a daughter,
She went to Carver? I never knew that. Wow.
I'm almost here, guys, and this high school brings me so many memories because I really had a lot of friends, and I was really cool with a lot of teachers. This is where I really became of me really just building friendships with a lot of people. So it's like I had a bond, but my mama broke all my bonds, y'all.
Oh, dang.
I'm gonna show it to y'all. This is called George Washington Carver High School. This is where Carmen came from freshman year, sophomore year, and junior year, y'all. Okay, guys, so here's my high school, and like I said, this is George Washington Carver High School, and I was here from 9, 10, and 11th grade year, y'all. I used to wait on my mom to come pick me up, right there. I used to sit with my girlfriends just chilling, and one time, this is what made my mom mad. One time I was sitting there, and one of, a random guy, well, not a random guy, but he was my friend, he had his arm around me, and that's what made my mom want to transfer me to another school. But in this high school, y'all, I learned so much. Because of this high school is why I wanted to do Air Force, because I was doing that ROTC, I was competing with other school, I was doing that all the day. I was doing that in this high school, and I learned so much. And I felt like by the time I got to this high school, it's when my English started getting better also.
Okay.
Because I always had a translator with me all the time. But when I came here, it was like, Carmen, you on your own. All my freshman year, I did so amazing, y'all. I was a good student. I never really had F or D's or C. I stayed on A's and B's majority of the time. But I feel like the only reason my mom didn't really like me in this school is because, especially like juniors will just leave their school because it's so easy for you to just walk out, literally.
Yeah, thanks.
Like from the front office, you can't walk away. But if you go to that door right there, it's come from the gym. So from that gym, everybody's easy to just walk in the parking lot, and everybody just walk to the McDonald's that we just passed by. So my mom, I don't know what happened, but somebody told my mom that they saw me walking to McDonald's during class time, which it was a totally lie. I never left school to walk like that. I never did, guys. But I used to just be right there. My mom embarrassed me in this school multiple times, and I want to make sure she tells y'all that, because she will park here and scream at me to come on in Spanish. Everybody looking at me like, Carmen, you in trouble, you in trouble. But it was more like she wasn't really cursing at me, but it's just the way she just pull up and like, get your over here, basically. So, and then when I was in RTC, I used to put a flag up here every morning, and I would get out of school at 2:45. And I will come and take the flag down.
Really?
All right. I look for...
They had students to take the flags? So if you were in ROTC, you were responsible for changing the flags? Or did she volunteer? That's like, I never knew. Like, I thought that they had, I don't know who I thought they had changing the flag, but I didn't think it was like any students. Wow, that's new information to me.
Somebody video tell me like, what we got going on out here?
You not have history in this school.
Gotcha. She left us and went to the park crossing or whatever.
No, I didn't live. My mom took me. My mom took me away.
She should not have taken you away. She should have left you here.
So was Carmen at Park Cross in her 12th grade year? Cause if so, me and her were in the same high school. Cause a few of my homegirls that watched Carmen and Corey were like, "Hey, that's Carmen. She went to Park Crossing," and I'm like, "Yo, word, really?" I don't think I ever saw her in the halls though, or I might have and just didn't, recognize her. That's what's up, man. Just imagine, like, somebody you watch was in the same halls as me.
She took me away, and I was so mad. I was hurt. I cried.
We got you.
cried.
We missed you. Put some clothes on before you catch cold. All right, we good. All right. Yeah,
Thank you.
You welcome.
So that's Principal Hall. And he was like this with me. I was like his little daughter. I'm gonna take y'all here, and this is it's called Patrice warehouse. This is more like where people like put everything in boxes, like cigarettes, chips, juices, candy, and they put in the trucks, and they just they deliver that. I started working here soon as I graduated high school, which was at 17 years old. I started working here, and that was because my mom knew a friend, and they kind of got me in like quick. Okay, so this is where I was working, and the only thing I did not like about this job, I felt like this job was very for guys type, because I would clock in at 12 evening, and I just never knew what time I would get out. I literally will get off like at 3 in the morning, 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning, and then I'll have to come right back at 12. So this right here, like, we used to come and sit outside for lunch, which on lunch days, y'all, it was very like limited. Like, they would just give you 15 minutes to just break, and then you have to go right back in. When you go inside, they don't have no fans, there's no heat, so when it's cold, you have to really come like with a whole bunch of jackets.
Oh yeah, that's a guy's job.
Thick pants, everything, because your hands will get freeze in there, y'all. So during the time of me working here is when I met Corey. So when I met Corey, he used to like come right here, park outside, and just wait on me. That's crazy. That's the sign of the break is over, actually, y'all. Wow, remember that? During that time, I guess, me growing up, me changing into being a girl, teenager, or whatever, I had a close relationship with my dad, I definitely did, because he was the only one in my life during that time with my grandma. And my grandma, you know, she was a little bit old, so it wasn't so much she could possibly do for me. But during that time, I was going to school, you know, I was in school, you know, getting my education and everything. That's something that never missed in my life, was education. I always had that. So, you know, during that time of me just being with my dad, I remember it was just finna be my birthday. It was finna be like 5 days before my birthday, which I was gonna turn 9. So before I turned 9, it was a thing where my daddy didn't stay with us. You know, my dad didn't really spend time with us. But I always look at things like things happen for a reason.
So now I'm gonna take you to the house of basically where I really grew up at, because this house have a lot of memory, and I'm kind of sad that my mom, you know, they had to move. But I know for a fact that I'll always remember these houses, y'all, like always. So we're gonna go there. I'm gonna take y'all there, and y'all gonna see it for yourself. Let's go.
Don't do that.
I'll be on YouTube.
Yes, I do.
So how y'all recognize me?
I see your face.
My face?
The first time I said, that's Carmen.
Oh,
I know your
damn.
face.
Okay, then I came back. I'm just doing like a bureaus of basically where I come from.
I said, Carmen might be lost. Where she going?
When some situations happen, that's the question that we always ask. Why? And we just never really get the answer. So the time me being with my dad, it was more of like, this is my superhero. This is my mom, this is my dad here. Like, he was the one taking care of me, taking me to school, make sure I had food in my plate, doing all of that. And I was only his daughter. So 5 days before I turned 9, you know, I didn't hear from my mom during that time. She usually calls like twice a week, but it went a week by without her calling me. So I would just wonder like, what happened? Maybe she just got busy, you know? So it was this night where I guess my dad was drunk or some way got drunk, and he decided to spend the night at my grandma's house, which that's where I was staying. And I remember he asked me if I could just lay next to him and sleep with him. It was more of like, okay, yes, you know, I get to have like little love. That's my mindset. But as the night was going by, it seems like things just got a little bit weird, and I just couldn't understand like what was happening at that moment. So it just happened so fast, you know, it happened so fast that it will always be a thought in my head. It will always be the feeling in me. It will always be the memory in me. You know, like, I would never understand how can a father do something like that to his daughter. So that time of him being drunk, you know, he took advantage of me. So it was more of like, I didn't know what to say. I didn't know if I was allowed to scream. I didn't know if I was allowed to run to my grandma and say anything. I didn't know. I was just speechless. I was just like, okay, what's next? You know, I didn't have my mom. I couldn't reach to my mom. So that night, after he did what he did, you know, we still stayed there. But the next morning, when we woke up, well, I woke up and I realized he was gone. And when I woke up, it was like, you know, blood in the bed, where I just felt like, okay, this is not right.
Oh my gosh. And listen, I want to say this though. If anything like that has ever happened to anybody that's watching, and you are scared to speak up, have not spoken up, don't think you can speak up, you are allowed to talk. You are allowed to open your mouth and speak. Share your story, because there's so many people every day that go through something like that, man. That not even just that go through things that you would never think would happen to them, you know, to that specific person that you could probably be neighbors with or friends with, or, you know, your family member, man. You know, if that's ever, you know, if you are going through that now, or if that's ever happened to you, speak up. Don't be afraid. And even if you don't think that they'll believe you, speak up anyways. Because even if they don't believe you, at least you said something. At least you spoke up. At least you allowed your voice to be heard. Don't ever allow anybody to control you. That be your mind, body, soul, your words, your thoughts. I just said the same thing, but never allow anybody to control you. You are in control of your own self. You're in control of what you like, what you dislike, what you're interested in, what you're not interested in. And, you know, I know it may be easy said than done. And I've never gone through anything like that. But I know people that have. And what I'm saying to you right now, I've said to them. And what I'm just speaking in general to anybody, I've said to them as well. I've said this to them. Talk. Allow your story to be heard. Allow your voice to be heard. When you don't say anything, you're giving that person that power. You're allowing them to get away with whatever they have done to you, while you sit and suffer with that pain. Don't ever allow somebody to control you. Tell you what to say, what not to say, what to do. Speak. Speak up. That's why you have a voice. You're allowed to talk. You're allowed to voice how you feel. Don't hide. Speak. Be brave. Stand up. Because I promise you, there is somebody that's going through the same exact thing you're going through. And they will be here for you. Whether they've gone through it or not. I'm here for you. Whether I've gone through it or not. Whatever it is. It doesn't necessarily have to be exactly what we just heard on this documentary. It can be anything. Whether I've gone through it. Whether you've gone through it. Whether your neighbors, your friends, your family have gone through it. Somebody is going to be there for you.
Been here, which I usually come here a lot. So basically, this house, my stepdaddy, because you know he's from Mexico. So let me tell you real quick. My mom is Honduran, my dad is Puerto Rican. So I'm mixed, but I always said I'm Puerto Rican because when I say I'm Honduran, a lot of people's like, what is that, or where you really from? So I just say I'm Puerto Rican, which my daddy is, but my stepdaddy is the one that really build the houses and like do a lot of construction things. So anything that we need in a house, he would definitely get it done. So we used to live here for, I would say, wow, maybe 7 years we lived here. And guys, the crazy part that in this house, I'm gonna take you this way. Come right here, and I'm gonna show you exactly like what really happened in this house, because I will never forget this house. My parents don't live here anymore. They just moved to a house temporarily because my daddy is building a house from the ground. So they're just staying there until he's done with the house. But this house caught on fire. If I'm not mistaken, it was a Christmas day, because you know Christmas for us is the 24th of December. So this house caught on fire, guys. And I don't know how everything happened, but everything just happened so fast that all I remember is my mom kept like calling me, and when I opened my door, it's like all the smoke came in, and it was just like nowhere for me to get out. So I felt like I started getting weak because I was breathing like all the smoke. Yeah. So like my daddy was able to get out, my brother got out on his own, but my mom took me out of that window right there. My mom took me out of that window. She broke that window, and when she broke that window, like she dragged me, and that's why I have my marks right here, which this is where I had stitches at right here, and I have another one on my knees right here, which that's where it came from when the house caught on fire. And I remember when the ambulance and everything came, we was like right there, and I was so weak because I felt like then I really like had all the smoke in me.
Yeah.
So after the house got burned down, we went and lived in an apartment that my boss, well, my daddy's boss, gave him temporarily until we get a house again. But my daddy decided, because my stepdad is such a hard worker, he decided that he was gonna rebuild the whole house again. This house used to be like a nude color. After it got burned, then that's when he decided to do this blue with white. But this house was like rebuilt all over again when it got burned. Because when it got burned, everything was just like destroyed inside. I wish I had pictures of that, but I'm gonna ask my mom if there's anything that is left from that. But yeah, so this is where me, my brother, my mom, and my stepdaddy really like grew up at. And from here, I used to go to Carver, and I used to go to the job that I just took, y'all. Everything's really just here, like really close. This is where I grew up at. This is where I had CJ. This is where I came when I was 7 months.
Wow.
This is exactly when I came, and I spent my last 2 months here with my mom and my daddy, because during that time, my brother already moved out with his wife. So, CJ remember this house, y'all, because every time we'll pull up, like, right in the corner, CJ would just look, because he remember this house.
Aww.
So, CJ already got memories in here. This way my baby basically was born. My mom and my dad never had a good relationship. It was never like a husband and wife relationship. It was never that. It was always my mom just on her own, taking care of me and my brother, which is the oldest.
All right. Well, for my mom, I know it has been hard for her to raise us, because basically she has been by herself.
I know this is like off topic, no disrespect, but her brother is fine. Dang. I'm sorry, I just had to say that. He fine. He good looking. I know he married and everything. No disrespect, but he's fine. I'm sorry. Yeah, I had to.
All of the time, you know. And first she had me at a very young age. She was 13 years old.
Oh.
So you can imagine how bad it was. And when she had me, she didn't have nobody. You know, as soon as she walked out of the hospital, she had me in her arms, and she didn't know where to go, what to do, you know. And
oh my God.
despite that she was in so many medications not to get pregnant again, somehow she ended up getting pregnant again 3 years later by Carmen. And she wasn't ready for that as well. So you can also, you know, kind of feel like what she was going through. So, you know, me and Carmen, we've been like going through so much. You know, she knows the struggle, I know the struggle. So where we are today is definitely a blessing for us, you know, especially to know that my mom isn't going through all of that stuff that she used to, you know. My mom brought me here first because she left me with some of her friends. I was bad. Like I had a bad conduct, so I would jump from family to family to family, so I was never like stable in one place. So she left Carmen with a very close friend of her that she was a principal in a school. But you know, Carmen has always been nice or sweet or whatever you want to call it. So she never had any problems. So that's the reason why she brought me first. And then later, you know, she decided to go get Carmen, and she started raising us here. She didn't have any money. We basically was living in a room, and I don't know how she did it, but you know, she always had us a roof where to be at, you know.
Gotta give it up for Mama, man. Okay, Mama's strong. Mama did it. She raised 2 amazing people, a young man and a young woman. I don't even know the brother, but he looks as if he carries himself really well, you know. And from what I see on social media from Carmen, you know, she was raised well. You can tell, man, you know. Like, give it up for Mama, bro. Give it up for the mama. Raising 2 kids at a young age by yourself, that's not easy. I don't have kids, but I can only imagine. 13? I can only imagine. You're a whole baby yourself. I can only imagine, man. I give it up for mama. She did it. She did it, man. And look where her kids are, man. Look where they're at. Amazing.
So I wasn't able to go all the way like in because the security said you did all on camera. I would say the biggest jab that I have, I used to get paid, I would say by roughly 700, 800, 900, sometimes 1,000 if everything was like good. But that was if I would come on weekends, because I used to work from Monday through Friday, but overtime it would be Saturdays and Sunday, and I used to do that multiple times. This is where me and Corey used to work together, because I got him a job there, who was clocking in and clocking out. And Corey never did overtime, y'all. Corey's so lazy. He never did overtime. And we used to wear these shoes, y'all, that were super, super heavy. Like, it had like metal, like it was bad. Because I used to go home and cry to the fact that like my feet used to hurt, my back used to hurt. But the good thing about it, like almost at the end of like by me leaving this job, they named me the team leader, which means, because you know I speak both languages, Spanish and English, so they named me a team leader, and I was like the right hand of the supervisor. So my job kind of came like a little bit light. It wasn't so much heavy, but I still feel like I was doing jobs like that I was supposed to do. But yeah, so this is the job that Corey made me quit, and we quit the job, and I was super happy. I guess I was satisfied with my $900 or $1,000. My mom was very, very strict. And when I said street, it was all the way around, like with boys and girls, because some girls she would not like, knowing they like, okay, they're bad influence.
Yeah.
They drinking at a young age. That's what you're gonna be doing. I don't want you to do that. Look, she just had a baby. You gonna have a baby. So like, when she see that was going on around me, she did not want that to happen to me.
Right.
And my mom's biggest fear was always, don't get pregnant at a young age. Before I turned 18, I wanted to sneak out of my house. And I got caught. The first time I tried, I got caught. And that's how my mom became like 10 times stricter on me. And they put screws like on all the windows. Like literally, all the windows had screws. Even from the smallest windows to the biggest windows in the living room had screws. And I seen my daddy doing it. Like my daddy used my stepdaddy, he used his drill to put screws there. And I'm just like, I'm in jail basically. So I don't have nothing to do but go to my job and come right home. Basically, that's what my lifestyle was as a teenager. So it was like my mom would tell me like she had a vision of what type of boyfriend she would like for me, because you know us Hispanic are kind of like different from everyone, and our parents are completely different. So she had a lot of Hispanic friends that had daughters, and their daughter would just get pregnant and they like single mom. So my mom was like, if I went through that, I don't want you to go through that, because now it's like you're repeating my cycle, and that should not happen, because I brought you here to have a better life than what I had, you know? So my mom never put me in birth control. She never talked to me about sex. She never told me what protection was, what birth control pill was. She never had those type of conversations with me at all. And with time, she explained it to me that it was because she did not want me to feel free that I could just have sex with anybody or just be having sex. Because if I'm protected that, okay, I can have a baby, her mindset was like, okay, she can just have sex with anybody and I will not know, you know? So my mom, like every day I would go to work, she tells me the same thing every day. As soon as you get off work, come straight home. As soon as you get I would let her know like, okay, today I'm getting around this time. My mom would be the type that if I text her and let her know that I won't get off until like 3 in the morning, my mom will take her butt to my job at 2 in the morning, make sure that I'm still working. Because my mom, she's had trust issues, you know, and she just wanted to believe that what I'm telling her was true. So I just couldn't do nothing. And you know, I felt like the more strict she was, I did kind of like want to try more things, but I just get caught every time. This when Corey came in the picture, I remember just like it was freaking yesterday. Corey, I had went over my friend's house because I'm already 18, so I was allowed to have a little freedom, you know. So So I went over to my friend's house and we had posed. It was a video we posted. It was a trailer. We posted like a music video. We were just dancing, and I didn't even pay attention that the location was on. So when I posted the video, the location was there. So I guess that's the way caught Corey attention, and Corey started liking my pictures. So I was like, okay. So I started liking his picture back. But when he DM'd me, I realized he DM'd me like a whole.
Hey, y'all know that like for like on Instagram. Somebody like your pictures, you like their pictures. Next thing you know, they in your DMs asking you out. Hey, shorty, how you doing? You look cute. You fine. You handsome. Want a date? Sure, let's go. Man, that's how you know somebody watching you. They got their eye on you.
A year ago, I'm like, oh wow, you know. And I responded to him before, but it would be like 3 months after or 4 months after. I'm like, I'm never gonna get no boyfriend like this. So when we started liking each other's pictures, he slid my DMs and he was like, I would rather to get to know you instead of liking my pictures. Corey always been, since 2016, Corey always been such a sweet guy. You know, like he always been the type of guy that when you get in a relationship, you wanted this guy to be just like Corey. Like, I used to brag about it. I used to be like, dang, like this is what any girl wants in a man. Like he just come randomly flowers on your door and bring flowers for your mom. So as the time was going, you know, my mom was like, okay, who is this new guy? You haven't introduced him to me. So I'm like, well, this kid's name is da-da-da. He's still in high school. That's, I think, the only thing that my mom wasn't so good on it, that he was still in high school.
Yeah.
I was still in high school. Like, I was the man in the relationship. So, and when I found out that he was still in high school, I couldn't believe it because I'm like, you 18, why you still in high school? I graduated when I was 17. Why are you still in high school? But then he had told me that he had surgery, something happened that kind of like stopped his school. So when he came back, he was kind of late on it. So when my mom met him, she had my brother to translate because she just couldn't trust what I was saying. So she had my brother to translate for her and just ask him questions like, what you want with my daughter? Like, what do you see in her? Like, who are you? Like, where you from? What's your family? All that type of questions that a parent will ask.
Yeah.
But my mom, for some reason, started liking Corey, like, instantly. Like, my mom just seen something that Corey was like, oh, I like him. He's very humble. He's sweet. He's very caring. He trying to wing me and doing this, doing that. So my mom, I was like, oh, he doing the right thing and he's going the right way. So as time was going by, I got moved from this job to another job, which was the Honda plant, which was like a car plant. And you know, it was like car parts and all this stuff. But as I moved there, me and my mom got into it. So when me and my mom got into it, I decided to move out. And when I decided to move out, I went to this trailer park. I went there and I got this, you know, a room in a trailer with strangers that I didn't know. It was a lady, but she was so caring and lovely, y'all. And when I moved there, the place wasn't a place where I felt home.
Misunderstood. That is a title right there, man. That's a title. I don't think she oh, she did do part 2. Okay, she did upload she did upload episode 2. So whew, all right, y'all. Well, y'all know I'm definitely going to react to the second part of this, man. The first half was really, really good, man. I feel like I'm actually learning a lot about Carmen. A lot that, and obviously and that's why she made this documentary, for us to get to know her, because a lot of people have it misunderstood. This first part definitely was amazing. I'm definitely going to react to the second part, y'all. So stay tuned, because I know you all are going to ask me for the second one. But again, give it up for the mama. Give it up for the mama, because she raised 2 amazing people, bro. An amazing young man and an amazing young woman, all right? And, hey, mama was strict, but she had her reasons. She had her reasons, man. Everything that Carmen went through, bro, I know that it made her stronger at the end. Hey, that's parents for you. You know, they're trying to teach you. They're trying to allow you to understand and learn for yourself, you know. Cause listen, your parents hard on you, you're gonna be hard on your kids too. All right. And your kids gonna be sitting here saying, Mom, you don't know what you're talking about. Talk to the hand, because you're gonna come back to me in a couple of years talking about something. Dang, Mama, you was right. Dang, Mama, you had my best interest at heart. Dang, Mama, you was this. Dang, Mama, you was that. Dang, Mama. We all do it. We all do it. All right. I know, man. It's a lot of things my mom has said, done, and years later, I go back to her and say, dang, Mama, you was right. Dang, Mama. Dang, Mama. I'm thinking about the Parkers when I'm saying that. Dang, Mama. When Kim would always... Anyway, we not talking about the Parkers right now, man. If y'all know what show I'm talking about, y'all know. Okay? If you don't know, then maybe you should go check out the Parkers. But anyway, y'all, I'm done talking. I've talked enough. I hope you all enjoyed my reaction and part 1 of Carmen's documentary. Comment y'all thoughts down below. What do you think? Did you learn some things that you did not know about Carmen? Did you possibly already know a lot of this stuff? Just let me know. Hit that like button, hit that bell so you can't be notified every time I do post and upload lit bangers for you all. Tell a friend about me, about both of my channels. And I will see you all for part 2.